Generating leads for your sales organization is incredibly powerful in order to build profitability and sustainability into the actual organization itself. Hey guys, Jesse here once again. I got another quick training for you. Today I'm going to talk with you about 5 core functions of business and how that applies to customer lifecycle automation. For those of you who don't know me, my name's Jesse. I'm the lead designer at Razo Sharp. For the past decade, we've been helping our clients optimize their online environment and automate their customer lifecycle. Today I'm going to talk with you about a conversation that I had with one of our customers in regards to where to focus their efforts. And the 5 core functions of business is a really great way in order to organize this. What it does is it gives you a framework that you can follow in order to really understand the customer lifecycle and where people are at in that process and what, as a business, you should be tackling or removing from your organization as a constraint in order to give it what it needs to grow. So I'm going to go through those 5 core functions, talk with you a little bit about each one, and then inevitably, if you're interested in receiving more information, you can jump over to our YouTube channel, subscribe and set up notifications so you don't miss future trainings on these 5 core functions. So I actually, if you've been with us for a while, you know that the customer lifecycle automation was originally a 3-step framework with a focus on lead generation, customer acquisition, and customer retention. And then we had some subcategories within those as well. Now, over time, those things have evolved and changed, and the framework has been updated into a 5-step process. It just seems like the thing to do is to get a little bit more granular in regards to our project focuses and the way that we help our clients. So I'm going to talk with you about those, and these are the 5 core areas that we focus on as a business when it comes to automation, and then also when it comes to advertising for our clients. So first and foremost, you have lead generation, and having a predictable, scalable methodology around generating leads for your sales organization is incredibly powerful in order to build profitability and sustainability into the actual organization itself. Now, we know that not all leads are going to convert at the very first touch, first phone call, first email. So we need to roll in from lead generation to lead nurturing, and having processes in place in order to remain or stay in contact with prospective customers is incredibly important. So whether that's through your remarketing efforts or retargeting efforts through digital advertising. Remarketing would be email marketing, SMS, text messaging, direct mail, things of that nature. Retargeting would be, of course, through digital advertising and people that have engaged with your business and or your brand. So when you get those 2 things worked out, inevitably the next stage or the next business function that should be a focal point is sales and customer acquisition. And the sales process, this could be an online sales process. It could be telemarketing, a sales team depending on your price points and things of this nature. It could be a receptionist that handles, inbound calls with a live answer. You could drive those inbounds to an outbound call center. So there's a lot of different ways that you can formulate your customer acquisition and or sales program in order to convert more business. But inevitably, as you can see, those leads go into a lead nurturing campaign that go into a customer acquisition campaign. Then inevitably, once you close on that new customer, you're going to be rolling into your product fulfillment and or product delivery process. And I heard this online. I can't remember who told me, but they say that contacts within the first 24 hours will make a decision whether or not they're going to do business with you in the future. Meaning that if you make their experience or reinforce their buying decision with some type of confirmation, it was Alex Hormozy, and he has his gym launch program. And what they do is they sell weight loss And the first thing they do within the first 24 hours is welcome people to the team. They'll have their weight loss coach reach out to them. They'll have them welcome them to the team, reinforce their decision, their buying decision, and then start to move them on to the next step. So that's the product delivery process. And then the next step would be customer retention, which would be making their user or buyer experience more valuable than they can get anywhere else in the marketplace. And then of course, Ascension, which builds profitability. So customer retention and Ascension is the fifth and final step or core function in any business. And what it does is it gives us the ability to maximize the relationship with any new customer. Now, we believe that you should focus on customer retention and Ascension if you're a pre-existing business. If you're a brand new business, of course, starting at the top, lead generation, lead nurturing, and things of that nature would be ideal. But if you have a core business, we think that, maximizing your current customer relationships is always the way, or the hidden gold within any organization is not customer retention, but customer re-engagement. Most companies that we work with, and experience has told us that most of them don't have any type of customer re-engagement campaign, which would be, selling for reviews, having a really sound referral program, and or partner affiliate program, and then inevitably having some way to ascend them up your value ladder so that they can spend more money with your organization. So that's all I got for you. Real quick training. I told you I wouldn't waste a single minute. I wanted to talk with you about those 5 core functions: lead generation, lead nurturing, sales, customer acquisition, product fulfillment and delivery, and then inevitably customer ascension and retention, or retention and ascension. So that's all I got for you today. Hopefully you got some value out of that. If you have any questions about those 5 core functions, customer lifecycle automation, or anything else as it applies to your online marketing campaign and or automating your customer lifecycle, go ahead and meet me in the comments section. I'll get those answered for you. And until the next time we speak, make today and every day a fantastic day. We'll talk with you real soon.